So good morning. I would like to thank everyone for joining us. This is a really exciting time here in the city of Guelph. Again, as I said, my name is Zach Dadson, and I will be your MC this morning. I know you, like me, am very excited to one day be able to say that I was there at that very first press conference for that wildly successful basketball team in the city of Guelph. I am the voice of River Lions TV. The Niagara River Lions are a member of the Canadian Elite Basketball League, and as a proud Griffin that graduated in 2011, it's great to be back in the city of Guelph this morning. Today, we're going to hear from Mike Morreale, the CEO of the Canadian Elite Basketball League, the Mayor of Guelph, Cam Guthrie. Thank you very much, Mayor Guthrie, for joining us, and Cameron Cush, the President of your Guelph Professional Basketball Club. We will unveil the team name, colors, and logo, and we will conduct a question and answer session with Mike and Cameron Cush to discuss the Guelph franchise and your new name and logo. But before we begin this morning's announcement, I'd like to take this opportunity to provide a quick breakdown of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. The Professional Basketball League will play during the summer months and will have 6 teams located across the country, including Fraser Valley, Edmonton, Saskatoon, Niagara, Hamilton, and your team here in Guelph. The league will operate a 20-game season, capped off with a league championship at the end of the summer. Games will adhere to player and referee standards set out by Canada Basketball and follow FIBA rules and regulations. The CEBL will provide fans with premium entertainment while ensuring each team becomes an active member of its community, allowing everyone the opportunity to engage in basketball. And I want to highlight, I really believe that is such an important part of what basketball teams can bring to communities. I get to play this great role with the Niagara River Lions, and I may not get to, they may have someone better to do this with the Raptors or other teams, but I get to do it for the River Lions, and there are lots of opportunities for community members to participate. And just to add to the last point, teams will celebrate community in ways that create high-energy, fan-friendly experiences for everyone involved. So at this time, I would like to introduce Mike Morreale, the CEO of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. But first, I want to give you a little background information about Mike. A sports, business, and community leader, Mike Morreale is the CEO of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. A former professional football player, Mike played 12 years in the CFL, including 8 with his hometown Hamilton Tiger Cats. He was awarded the CFL's Most Outstanding Canadian in 1998, Grey Cup Canadian MVP in 1999, and in 2000 was given the Tom Pate Memorial Award for outstanding sportsmanship and contributions to his team, community, and association. He was a player rep and CFLPA executive during his playing days and served as the vice president of marketing until subsequently being elected as the 9th CFLPA president in May 2012. He has served in several prominent roles in the business community and also works as a broadcaster for TSN, Sportsnet, and Ticats TV. Without further ado, I'm pleased to welcome Mike Morreale to the podium to share his vision for the Canadian Elite Basketball League and your franchise here in Guelph.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry you had to bear with my bio there for a little bit, but that's okay. I appreciate the opportunity to stand before everyone here today and be in this great city of Guelph. So my history with Guelph goes back a little while, mostly probably getting beat by the Guelph Griffins when I played for the McMaster Marauders, and Mike O'Shea trying to rip my head off on regular occurrences. But I do have a great affinity for this city because it is a city of champions. I grew up in Hamilton. It was never that far of a drive to come down to Guelph and watch sports and participate in sports and other activities. I actually owned a business here, Filthy McNasty's Restaurant, back in the day. So that was kind of my extension of the business side of my relationship with Guelph. But we are super excited to be here. Very thankful that Mr. Mayor was able to be here. He told me to call him Cam, so I'll call him Cam, and everyone else in attendance, because it really is a day to celebrate the community. Whenever you put sport into a city, you really are inviting the community to come together and experience everything that sport brings. So Guelph is a tremendous city that has a rich history of winning, a rich history of following in their sports teams, and really getting involved in the community. It certainly has a great young demographic, and we're sitting in a beautiful venue here that I know that Cam already said he's going to sell this thing out. And you know what? I love the attitude, Cam, because this place sold out will be fantastic. I've been here when my daughter does her cheerleading competitions. I know how loud it can get in here, believe me, for those events. And we are very excited to call Guelph home for the 2019 season. So thank you very much for attending today.
I'd now like to introduce the Mayor of Guelph, the City of Guelph, Cam Guthrie, to the stage. But first, a little background information about Mayor Cam Guthrie. Cam Guthrie was first elected mayor in the city of Guelph in 2014 and previously served as a city councilor. For those that follow social media channels, you'll know that Cam is an avid sports fan and a passionate musician. Cam has strong roots here in the city of Guelph and has shared his excitement with the Guelph Canadian Elite Basketball Club and its ability to provide entertainment options for the city of Guelph. Mayor Guthrie.
Well, thank you very much. Good morning to everybody, and thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this exciting announcement. You know, when I first became mayor a few years ago, myself and a lot of stakeholders in the community got together right away to talk about tourism in Guelph and what's Guelph really good at on drawing people in. And after quite a lot of consultation and work in trying to figure out exactly what really makes Guelph tick, it came down to two things. One was festivals and sports. Festivals and sports. Those were the two big things that Guelph really rallied behind. And so I am so excited today to have this league landing in Guelph because it's not foreign to Guelph. Sports is something that, as has already been mentioned, is something that the community will really rally behind. And we have great sports options in town, except for basketball. And now we've got it. And I think that's something that's really, really great for our community. It's also great for our downtown, too. You know, the downtown is really, I call it the heart or the pulse of a whole community. And so to have another option of entertainment within the downtown core is going to be great as a spillout for businesses and other economic opportunities within our city. So that's fantastic as well. I really do thank you for, taking the risk to come here. I know you've done your due diligence and knowing that it's going to be successful. And there's no doubt in my mind that it will be successful. And so the city is behind you. We can't wait for the unveiling of the name and the jersey and the colors. And I can't wait to experience the first game that you have here and many more to come. So with all the best to you, if there's anything the city can do for you, we're here. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Mayor Guthrie. You know, when a whole city is able to come together behind something so exciting like this, there are lots of opportunities all the way across the community. Before welcoming Cam Cush to the podium, a little bit of information about what brought Cam to the city of Guelph. Cam has spent time in southwestern Ontario and in Vancouver, most recently guiding the sales strategy at BC Place Stadium, securing the FIFA Women's World Cup, HSBC Canada Sevens Tournament, and the NHL Heritage Classic. Prior to this, Cam spent time executing the operations for Golf Canada's PGA and LPGA Tour tournaments and overseeing revenue generation with the 2007 CFL Grey Cup in Toronto. With 15 years' experience in the sports and entertainment industry, Cam is proud to join the CEBL and guide the business direction of the Guelph franchise. Please welcome Cameron Cush, president of your Guelph Professional Basketball Club.
Thank you all. Thank you for having me. Thanks, Zach, for that introduction. I'm incredibly excited and proud to not only join the CEBL, but join the Guelph community. I do come from Vancouver, so I consider myself a new Guelphite, and really excited and honored to join this community. I really believe that with the backing and support of the people that we have in this room, we have a great opportunity to create something special, not just with the Guelph Professional Basketball Club, but in this amazing venue that we have before us. I did want to start off and quickly acknowledge a few people that we have in the room. Certainly, first and foremost, Mayor Cam Guthrie, thank you very much for having the discussion that we had a couple weeks back and sharing your advice and vision for the city, and sort of helping paint the picture in terms of how we can best succeed within this community. And I look forward to having you here at future games. The team here at the Sleeman Center as well, Rich, Dana, Gary, Tom, you guys have all been incredibly helpful, kind, as you welcomed us as a new anchor tenant here for this franchise. Chamber of Commerce, who have joined us here as well, Downtown Guelph Business Association. They've both really helped paint sort of the picture for us in terms of how we can succeed in connecting with the local business community. As well, we have a great staff here in front of us, behind most of you, who have helped us put this together and put us in the position that we are so far. And an incredible group of volunteers that have taken time out of their day, taken time away from their jobs to help us here in making sure that this is as successful an event as we can make it. There's also countless others, which I won't point out, but really excited to have everyone here to help us formally launch this franchise today. A little bit of background on the Guelph Professional Basketball Club and the vision that we have for this franchise. We don't see, and we touched on this a little bit, we don't see ourselves just as a professional basketball club here playing 10 games within the summer months here in the Guelph community. We see ourselves really as we have an opportunity to be leaders within the Guelph community. We have that obligation to help support the growth of the game at a grassroots level and really connect with the business community, with the leaders within this community. And that, I feel, is going to help paint the picture and allow this team to succeed. So I really envision us connecting as much as we possibly can with all of you and with the rest of the community to help see this team be as successful as possible. I want to make sure that we're not only working together with local businesses here in the community, but we're providing our resources to see us help you succeed at the same time as well. So we really have that opportunity to sort of share those resources and hopefully help each other succeed at the end of the day. As a summer league, I think we really have an opportunity as well to bring a vibrancy into the downtown core. I know there's already a great set of restaurants that we have downtown, some amazing shops. I see us on a Friday or Saturday night, those patios filled, the colors of the street illuminated in what will be the colors of your Guelph professional basketball team. So you already have that vibrancy down here, and we hope that we can provide and support another form of entertainment for those groups of people, and really just help bring the downtown core to life on those summer nights. Now the challenge really is for us and in the front office staff is to give the community a reason to come down to the Sleeman Center, come down and support your Guelph Professional Basketball Club. I mean, we're going to have some incredible athletes here in terms of the basketball talent that we be putting on, but not only that, we'll have a great form of entertainment here as well, and that's really what we want to showcase, is that amazing form of entertainment and provide you with full value for your entertainment dollar, give you a reason to support this club, and ultimately come back to the Sleeman Center time and time again. We'll strive to provide an affordable form of entertainment for families, but we also want to provide a form of basketball entertainment for that ardent basketball fan as well, who is used to going to a Raptors game, but is perhaps local to Guelph and doesn't want to do the travel into Toronto to go watch a Raptors game, or perhaps is looking for a more affordable option. We're going to give you that true professional basketball experience here. You're going to have courtside seats sitting in front of you. You're going to have a live DJ here on site. There's going to be a lot that is put together in creating a dynamic game day experience, and so we're hoping that you're not just going to come for the basketball, but you're going to come for that full entertainment experience that we're providing here at the Sleeman Center. Speaking of the Sleeman Center, I can't believe even today how many people have pointed out what an amazing facility that we have to play out of here, and I couldn't take that more to heart. There were certainly plenty of options. Sorry, I have a fruit fly flying in front of me. We have plenty of options we had plenty of options in front of us in terms of selecting a venue, and I think this is the absolute perfect fit for what the experience that we're trying to create. We have 5,000 seats here. It's an intimate venue. It's got this great metal roof to it, which I think can help create this loud, raucous atmosphere inside this arena. Now it's our challenge and our vision to make this feel like you're coming into a basketball court. This isn't a basketball court that's on or within a hockey venue. This will be a basketball arena, true and true. And so our job is to create that experience here. To speak to the Guelph community, I have been absolutely blown away. I've been here for about a month and a half now. I've been absolutely blown away the level of support that this city provides for things that are exclusive to Guelph, for things that are local to Guelph, whether it be the food scene, whether it be local businesses and shops, the university, sports and athletics with the Storm. This community is incredibly tight-knit and supportive of things that are exclusive to Guelph. And us coming from the outside in, I truly hope that we can engage with the community and we can similarly gain your trust and, again, create that experience that we're looking for here to gain your support for this team as we grow and lead towards tip-off in May of 2019. For our team specifically, you'll find that we will be out in the community. We'll be participating in a number of events, obviously to help promote our club, but we also want to be stand-up citizens within the community as well. We have great resources once we start to acquire our player talent and our coaching staff to engage and be a part of that community and share those resources that we have. So I see us having an active role within the community to bring everyone together and to share those resources, not just from a basketball perspective with our different basketball associations, but at a community level with all different events that are happening within Guelph. So, I mean, really to wrap up, and before we get to the logo unveiling, we have some great influential leaders that are in this room right now, and I appreciate you guys all coming out. But we need to work together to make this thing successful as well. Like I said, we want to support your businesses, your organizations to see you guys succeed, and we really hope that you can reciprocate that. Support our team as we get going over the next 10 months, leading towards tip-off in May of 2019. I'm really looking forward to sitting down with each and every one of you and the rest of the Guelph community to discuss those opportunities, see what's in front of us, and hopefully help each of us grow in a similar capacity. So with that being said, I know we're all here today to watch the unveiling of your logo, your team colors, the team name. So we're really excited. There's been a great group of people that have come together to create the logo, to put together some of the video content that you have before you. A couple people that I do want to highlight that have been incredibly supportive of that. Nick and Darren with the league office, they are an incredible group of incredible pair of designers that have put the logo together. So thank you guys for all the work that you've done in putting this together. Similarly, the executive team that we have at the league office, a fantastic group to provide constructive criticism on or with in terms of creating the name and making sure that it was the right fit for this community and something that I truly hope you guys will be proud of and support. So with that being said, what I'll do is I'll turn everyone's attention over to the video screen for the official unveiling. So there you have it, the Guelph Nighthawks Professional Basketball Club. So just a little background on where we came up with the name, the logo. For us, the hawk is a soaring bird of prey. It displays laser sharp vision and remarkable intelligence. Similar to this city, the Nighthawk utilizes superior intelligence. I know we're up for the smartest city. The tie-in couldn't be better. The timing couldn't be better. And it uses that intelligence to strategically exploit its strengths. We feel that the Nighthawk is a great embodiment for this city. It's elegant. It's great. It's graceful as it soars high above. Ultimately utilizing its intellect and its vision in pursuit of victory. So with that being said, we have the Guelph Nighthawks Professional Basketball Club. You'll also notice there's a little bit of a local flair. I don't know if some of you have picked that out in the wing. We've also incorporated the letter G to give it that sort of tie-in and that local flair to the logo as well to represent our hometown. So with the logo unveiling today, what you'll find over the coming months, we're working on a merchandise strategy right now. And so as part of that, we'll have a future unveiling with our official jerseys and the launch of the merchandise program that will be rolled out with your Guelph Nighthawks logos. So we really ask you to look at to come check out our new website, which will be thenighthawks.ca. Stay up to date. You can register with us. We'll take down your email address, and we won't bombard you with too many emails, but we will keep you posted on the ongoings of the club when merchandise plans are announced, ticket pricing, ticket information, all that type of stuff. So stay tuned onto our website and feel free to register with us and follow us on our new social media channels at the same time as well. So with that being said, thank you very much. I will transition it back to Zach before we get into a Q&A period.
Thank you so much, Cam. How exciting. The Guelph Nighthawks. I think that sounds great. So at this time, we're going to transition to a question and answer period, as we highlighted. And so we're going to take this opportunity to just kind of turn over the table for 1 second and set ourselves up for Q&A. So just give us 1 or 2 minutes. Thanks. Okay, that was fast. Cool. Thanks, guys. So my first question in our question and answer period is for the both of you. Give us some insight on the background of how and why the Nighthawks name was chosen for the Guelph franchise.
So it was an interesting process. This is the first time I've been part of creating a team name and logo, and we have some incredible talents in our executive office that I was alluding to. A couple gentlemen who have worked for IMG in the past, worked with the Toronto Raptors as that team, that brand was created. And so we definitely leaned on their expertise in creating the logo that we have. So we looked at a number of different sort of local components to the Guelph community. But ultimately what we wanted to create was something that created pride within this community, created a sense, or had the tie-ins to basketball, and so we felt like the Hawk was the perfect embodiment of both the Guelph community, but also obviously has tie-ins with flight and whatnot to basketball and the style of basketball I think that you will find out of your Guelph Nighthawks Professional Basketball Club. So ultimately the Nighthawk was where we landed. I think it's going to give us a great opportunity to tie in and build a brand strategy around that, and I'm excited to really build that out with our graphics team over the next 2 or 3 months or so.
I think that's great. I love that royal blue for the Royal City here. And I know Mayor Guthrie was a little bit nervous, but they do not have to change the color of the seats in this arena. They'll already match perfectly. What is it about Guelph that made the Canadian Elite Basketball League choose it as home for one of its 6 founding franchises?
Well, early on in the process, we really wanted to identify the top 50 municipalities in the country and look at, a range of things as to why those municipalities would fit, the CEBL or vice versa, we would fit into their plans. And you look at venues, you look at the local communities, you look at, in this case, I think this city still has the lowest unemployment rate in the whole country, something to be proud of. It's about making sure that we are a fit as well as the community, that there's a way that we've taken the approach, and I mentioned this yesterday in our Hamilton launch, is that we've gone to these communities and we've said, we'd like to bring basketball here, and we never asked for anything. We wanted to make sure that we really became a member of the community. We joined the Chamber of Commerce early. We become involved and we get to learn and understand. And the genesis behind coming here were all those reasons about Guelph that just about everybody in this country realizes that this is a really, really good place to live, to work, to play, and to really go out and enjoy your festivals and sporting events. And the venue and everything just made complete sense to us.
I think that's perfect, Mike. One of the things I love about the city of Guelph when I had lived here as a student was that they're so engaged in what's happening in the community, and there is so much to offer here in the city of Guelph. You do not need to go anywhere else, and so I think that's such a wonderful addition here to the Royal City. When the league begins in May, what can fans expect in terms of game day experience here at the Sleeman Center? And what will differentiate the CEBL from other professional sports in the region?
So again, speaking to the venue, I think we have a great opportunity for success here. We have all the modern amenities within this facility, the great video screen that's above us. We also have an intimate venue. 5,000 seats is an absolutely perfect size for the experience that we're trying to create. But more than that, so looking back at my background, I've spent the last 7 years at BC Place Stadium and have had a number of events come through that facility. And so what I've tried to do is take a bit of a step back, look at those events, look at the best components of those events, and what can we take from that and bring to this franchise. And one in particular that's really stood out for me is the Vancouver Whitecaps, our MLS franchise back at BC Place. They did an absolutely amazing job of creating this vibrancy in the downtown core, like I was mentioning before. There would be parades from local establishments down to the facility where the fans and supporters would really bring this color and music and vibrancy on their way into the game. I see a fantastic opportunity again in working with local businesses to help color the downtown core, working with some of those establishments to create a home for our supporters before they come to Nighthawks basketball games, and creating that sort of parade of fans down through the old Quebec Street shops as well on their way to the game. I really see the game day experience not being exclusive to the venue, but being a component of the entire downtown core on a game day. And that's where we really want to work together with you guys as leaders within the business community to help bring that vision to life.
This is what I'm particularly interested in about the basketball on the court. Tell us a little bit about the quality of basketball we can expect on the court next year. Will we recognize any of the players?
Well, good question, and definitely. I think there's been a really calculated approach to how we staff is maybe the wrong word, but how we have players on our rosters across the country. And we have Greg Francis here, who is our head of basketball. Greg is the high-performance manager at Canada Basketball. It's played internationally. We certainly lean on Greg for a lot of the connections within the Canadian basketball community. I don't know if we've mentioned the stats yet, but we have 100 Canadian kids playing in the NCAA. We have 160 playing professionally overseas in Europe, Asia, and elsewhere. We have 13 players playing in the NBA. We have hundreds and hundreds of players playing at local universities like Guelph and across the country at U Sports, and then not to mention the college players. So there is a lot of basketball talent in this country. Unfortunately, a lot of them have had to leave to go ply their trade in the international professional scene elsewhere because of the lack of leagues that can support them. The spring-summer month allows us to maybe bring back some players that are playing overseas to come back to Canada. Our rosters will be predominantly Canadian, and it's done for that way on purposely to increase the talent in basketball, to showcase the talent in Canada basketball, create a legacy in Canada basketball. And that goes for referees and all the standards as well. So we'll be playing at FIBA regulations, which is the worldwide standard in basketball, which is a 40-minute game, 10-minute quarters. It's quick, it's fast, it's exciting, and it fits perfectly into our summer schedule because we can get people in. We can have them enjoy the outside experience pregame. We can have them enjoy the in-game experience during the game, and then post-game have them stick around for autograph sessions or continue outside with the rest of their night. But do it in a way where we can have you guys in and out in a couple hours and really have a fun-filled event night plan for the whole family. So to your point about players, heavy dominance on the Canadian, and purposely so, and then sprinkled in with really high talented international players, whether that be U.S., whether that be Brazilian, you name it, anywhere across this planet, that people will want to come to Canada to play basketball, and we're here to provide that opportunity for them.
Thanks very much, Mike. And so in a little bit relation to those players, talk to us about why the league had made the decision to play in the summer months.
So along those lines, so the summer provides a couple interesting options for us. Obviously, from a venue perspective, it does have more open dates because hockey, the Guelph Storm would be done at this time, and there really is a vacancy really until they begin playing again in the fall-winter months. So there created vacancy, which allowed us to have more opportunities of dates, which is great, and it also allows the venue to welcome a new tenant. There's a win-win situation on both sides. It is a downtime in the international basketball community, which allows us to attract talent overseas to come here, including those Canadian players that typically would stay overseas because whether they're playing basketball or not, but they're going to enjoy their 3 or 4 months off. If we can bring them back home to play in front of their family and friends and community and pay them accordingly to do so, I think that would be a big driving factor for us. And there's other factors that were in regards to the game day experience, with Cam has already mentioned. And I just wanted to thank Cam because I think we landed a good one here, as well as Dylan, who's hiding over in the corner. We do have our offices in this building down in the mall, so you're going to see Cam a lot if you're around this area, and Dylan a lot, and the rest of the team as you grow it out. But really, the spring and summer months breeze a lot of excitement. It's when you see your neighbors. I mean, we have long winters, and you rarely see the people across the street live beside you, but come summer, the sun's out. It really does offer a great opportunity for many, many things.
Excellent. And my last question for you is, where can fans find tickets?
So like I was mentioning before, visit thenighthawks.ca. We'll have a registration page on there. Feel free to sign up, not just for tickets, but for all team-related information. We encourage you all to go there, sign up, and stay in tune with our plans as the club develops, and as more news and info comes together. Hopefully you'll see us throughout the community, throughout these summer months as well this year, as we start to build that relationship with the community. But yes, definitely please sign up at www.thenighthawks.ca, and you'll see more info there.
That's great. So don't forget to find one of the volunteers at the back for ticket information and sales, and members of the media. We are going to, if you would like to conduct one-on-one interviews, we're more than happy to do that on the side of the stage after this morning's program. But first, we're going to do a quick photo op in front of the backdrop on the side of the stage. And my last question of our Q&A is actually for Mayor Guthrie. Can they fit Go Nighthawks on the front ticker of the buses downtown?